I cannot believe I missed out on such a golden opportunity. With the first anniversary coming soon, we will be expecting many changes and rewards that I've covered in my other video. One of the things I discussed is the free selectors and the paid selectors, and I thought I'd give my opinion. I am very open with disagreement. If you have your own opinion, leave a comment down below. I always love hearing other people's opinion and perspective. And while you're at it, if you enjoyed the video, do leave a like and subscribe. I would greatly appreciate it. As mentioned in my other video, we will be getting a SSR support card selector upon completing the entirety of part 3 of the anniversary event mission. The selector allows you to pick any support cards up until the Admire Vega Power SSR and the Machikane Speed SSR banner. There's also going to be a first anniversary SSR voucher for both a SSR support card selector and then also an SSR UMA selector. These vouchers each cost, I presume, $20.99 or it'll be close to that. And just to be clear, this is not a banner where you can use your paid cards to pull and guarantee you something of your choice. No. The selector will be an item that is given to you upon purchasing the voucher package. Once you purchase it, you can use it by going to this screen, similar to the half anniversary voucher if you still have it. Also, I saw comments about people practically begging me to use my ticket to get my Kita-san from 3LB to MLB, and while I do agree that is definitely the smart choice to just use it to MLB her, if I do that, then I won't see those comments anymore, and since rage baiting is a trendy thing to do nowadays, you shall forever see my Kita-san at 3LB. Probably not, I will probably use it soon. As mentioned earlier, the paid SSR support card voucher goes up to the Admire Vega and Machikane banner just like the free one. The paid SSR UMA banner allow you to select the UMA up to the New Year Haru Urara and TM Opera banner. If you want to see the full list, just go to Game Tora, set your server to Japan, and then you scroll down until you see your gacha tab, and then you scroll all the way down until you go to 2021. And then this will allow you to show you the entirety of what you can choose down here. This one is for the UMA banners, and then you click on the support cards, and then it'll show you all the support cards that you have available. Whether you want to spend the money for these vouchers is up to you. I don't know people's financial situation or their stance on gacha game purchases. Now let's discuss what I believe to be high value support cards to choose with your selector. I will be covering support cards first since everyone upon completing the mission will get one for free, and then the UMA after for those planning on buying the voucher. I called them the big three on my other video, but someone suggested a much better name that was right there, but I failed to notice. Let's first talk about KFC, Kita-san Black, Fine Motion, and Super Creek. If you see my other video, then some of these will be repetitive, so I apologize. Feel free to tune me out and do a UMA run or something. But here's I will talk about these cards more focused on the Trackblazer scenario specifically. For Kira-san Black, I'm going to assume many will have 3 or MLB at this point, but if you don't, I would consider using your selector on her if you can hit the 3LB or MLB threshold, since that's where you get the biggest power spike for this card with a huge increase in specialty priority. This card also grants 5 race bonus, which isn't the best for Trackblazer scenario, as typically you want cards that at least have 10% race bonus or higher, but fitting one card in your deck that's 5% or some cases 0% is fine. It'll just restrict your deck constructing capabilities as you do want to hit an ideal race bonus total for your entire deck. Fine motion will be the same case. 3LB or MLB is what you will want to get it to, as it will provide you the biggest power spike with its gaining mood effect along with the other stats increase. This card starts at 5% race bonus and go up to 10% race bonus at MLB. And in general, I would say if you can get fine motion to MLB, it'll probably be a better investment than Kita-san Black for the next scenario specifically. You will want to run with card next scenario, and fine motion being the best one stat wise available in the game currently, along with the comfortable 10% raise bonus on MLB, allow you to fit her in literally all the deck you be using in the Trackblazer scenario. If you don't have any or many copies of Fine Motion, we will be getting a rerun banner soon, so that's something you might want to consider, especially if you have the half anniversary ticket left like me and you also have SSR Limit Break Crystal. This card will be a very safe and high value investment that will last for a long time and specifically for the upcoming scenario. The chicken in KFC unfortunately is not going to be considered for most cases. Super Creek is likely going to be the least prioritized card out of the bunch. Despite her spike at 3LB and MLB is also very significant with her unlocking initial friendship, She's not as universal as the other two, where you can take it on many of your runs. She will still be used for sure, but mostly for some longer CM where you would want the extra stamina and the gold recovery skill, or for your long team trials UMA. On top of that, you need her at MLB for a 10% race bonus, so for most people, she's not going to be at the top of your priority list, but for those that have everything else but don't have Super Creek maxed out, this might be something you would consider. Nice Nature Wit is also worth mentioning, as her 3LB grant her 10% raise bonus when combined with her unique effect, and MLB grant her 15% raise bonus, which is pretty good. When comparing with Fine Motion, the extra 5% might be better depending on the specific deck setup you want to run for a specific situation, but if you were to ask me and you can choose between ML being nice nature or fine motion will still be the better option as the wit output is still going to be significantly better and she will be used for a long time. But if maybe you don't have fine motion but you have a decent amount of copies of nice nature, this might be something you want to consider. Vigo Pegasus gets an honorable mention even though most people probably don't have her. Her MLB has a 10% race bonus, and although that is higher than Kitasan Black, her skill are not that great for the most part, where Kitasan Black can grant you Professor of Curvature, which will always be good, and overall Kitasan would be a better investment as a universal card for a while longer going forward anyways. I don't expect many people to be in a situation where they would choose Pegasus would be the best option for them, but I wanted to mention her just in case. The last card I will recommend is Machikane Speed. This card you would want 3LB for 5% race bonus, but ideally MLB for the 10% race bonus. Not only is this card very good for the upcoming scenario, she can still be used in the scenario after that, so her longevity is pretty decent. That being said, this only applies to those that have pulled for this card already and have owned a copy or more and they plan on using the selectors and maybe even their limit break crystal. For those that don't own this card, I wouldn't even bother considering it. I'm sure you have other option that's better for you. Now we are at the UMA selectors, and for those that don't plan on buying it, I thank you for watching this video, but for those that do plan on buying it, stick around for a few more minutes. Now, above all else, I would heavily recommend an UMA that you really like that you don't have unlocked already or maybe missed their banners. Umamusume is a game with many wonderful and beloved characters, and those that get to have some of their favorites available to play will find more enjoyment in the game, I can guarantee it. But if you care for effectiveness or you already own your favorite characters, here are some that I would recommend that have pretty high value. New Year's TM Opera will be a pretty good parent, and she's still being used as a parent in the Japanese server right now, I do believe, so she's not only have effectiveness, but also longevity. Her skill activate at the 400-meter mark, and you do have to be in the first 4 position when the time hit, and you get velocity based on how many skill you activated. When you hit 7 or more by that time, you get the highest of 0.45 for the base version and 0.25 for the inherited version. And this skill condition gets easier as we progress through the timeline. In the future, we will have so many skills on our UMAs that this is pretty much guaranteed. Christmas Ogre, I think a decent amount of people skipped her banner in anticipation of the Selector, which I am one of them. She will obviously be a very strong ace UMA moving forward for a decent long time, and even though our global server got some adjustment that made her a bit weaker compared to her time in the JP server, she's still going to be quite strong for us. And she's Ogre, like come on, that itself should already be an incentive. Another parent I want to discuss is Dober. If you are a laser enthusiast, might be something you want to consider as her unique will be a very significant inherit for laser. If you want to say I have Ryan, I'll just perma borrow Dober when I need to, that's perfectly fine, up to you on that one. And another very significant parent for Frontrunner that will stay relevant till the end of time is Seiyin Sky. Need no introduction, pretty much every Frontrunner will want angling and scheming as an inherent unique, outside of some track that doesn't allow it to be effective. And you can also argue to perma borrow her, which is also fine, but then other unique skills that you might want for your aces, you might not have the UMA for that, so that's just something you should consider. Besides those, you can also go for some of the situational or flexible parent UMA like Naruto Brian, Fuji Kiseki, Maru Zensky, where is she? There she is, Maru Zensky, maybe like Taiki Shadow, Base Ogre, and then even like McQueen. And all of these UMA have unique skills that you can find yourself needing in specific situations. Some are better than others, some are more flexible than others. And I probably missed something, I always do, but I will leave that to you guys to let me know and everyone to know on what other potential UMA will be a good choice. Do prioritize UMA that you really like first, though. That is a non-negotiable. But that's all from me. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope this video has helped some of you. If you enjoyed it, do leave a like and subscribe. I would greatly appreciate it. Leave a comment down below if you have any questions, concern, disagreement, any of those. Leave them all down there. I do try to read as many of them as I can. I wish you guys a good rest of your day. Thank you guys. Have a good one. Take care.